Yes, yo, you don't stop. Big John come rocking the short shot. It's Freaky Friday, baby. Getting freaky or freaky deaky. Fastest freaking show on MLB. Absolutely anywhere with your fucking boy, yo. Big Johnny Stud up in the bitch. What's going on, everybody? Look at the fancy new upgrade. Rolling comments. Look at us. Give it up for the fucking olds. Yeah, all right. Computers are good. All right, follow me up on Twitter at John the Gazer Flow, sharper than a damn razor. Same handle over on Substack, where $2 a week makes all your dreams come true. Right now, wishing to get fucking better. My gosh, it's like a cold, meeting allergies, and I never stop fucking talking. I was with the Sauce Crew last night, which means I'm feeling fully prepped. It also means I haven't fucking slept, and it also means, fully prepped, haven't slept. Let's fucking go, baby. Baseball's version of 300. Give the book nothing, take for that biatch. Everything. It ain't madness, baby.
This is Sparta!
Yeah, it is Sparta. What's up? Mi gente, man. Good to see everybody. Adonis and No Block, USMC. I saw BE, B Rose. Look at us with the rolling comments, man. Saved me a little bit. They're feeling pretty good. Yesterday, I ended up not betting. I just didn't have the time. I was rushing. We'll get back into it today. I don't love the slate, but again, fully prepped. Yeah, whatever. Enough of that fucking bullshit. Right? We need more of this. Best part of waking up. Pitching sheets. Up in the mug, Broham. Okay, 15 games today. We got one early. It's the bad guys and Wee Willie Warren on the bump. Yankees are heavy underdogs in Chicago against Shota Monaga. Holy crap, man. Plus 130 for the Yanks. But it's with good reason. They've really struggled with lefties, and the weather is going to be normal. And Monaga very much vulnerable with the weather today. The play that I stuck at the most for me, I should just run the board today. I'm really dying out here. Is the total. Looks like it's a 9. And like I've just got stuck on that. I didn't understand. And it's U9 minus 105. You might be able to get like a 9.5. Point being, yeah, I mean, if we think the Yankees are a dog because they don't hit lefties at all, the Yankees lefty splits are fucking horrendous right now. Batting 209 as a squad, almost 350 plate appearances, 29% strikeout rate, 280 xWOBA. There's filth. You know, this is a bad team. That implies whatever 3 1/4 runs off the bus, just like all other bad teams. So scoring should be tough. Warren has definitely struggled. And the Cubs bullpen's okay. Yankees bullpen has been a bit of a carrying tool. They do have the emoji. But Bednar is out there. I don't think you'll get Cruz. I don't think you'll see Hedrick or Angel. But Yankees bullpen has been good, right? And again, I don't want to glaze them, but we just want to be fair. So I think Chicago is a favorite. Probably makes a lot of sense. Minus 157 for me is very heavy. It really is very heavy. I don't have that kind of faith in the Cubs bullpen. Anyway, yes, maybe books have an inside track on what's his face. Jazz left the game yesterday, but I thought it was cramps or something like that. I thought I heard. So I don't know. For me, the under 9 feels pretty strong. Worth a look. Can we get the 5? You can also get it under 5 minus 106. I think that's a play I like, man. I'm pretty sure I saw yesterday, not a single over hit yesterday. Ain't that about it, bitch? Ain't that something? Weather was kind of shitty, right? Had some like rain rolling in off the hot weather. It's going to start getting hot again. Maybe worth taking looky-loo at. Next up, Pulley Skeens on the bump. Yar for the Buccos. It's going to be hot as fuck out in Cincinnati with Hunter Green going for the Reds. Hunter Green is a plus 112 dog, and you're like, oh, but it's Pulley Skeens, so it's like, okay. Now, I don't know, man. Green, we know, uber talented, like legit, on the shortest list of best pitchers on earth. However, coming off the injury, hasn't been good. Yes, there's a lot of red in the disciplinary basket. The strikeouts are there and all that stuff. We love it. However, in that last start, he threw like the slowest fastball we've seen from him in like years. It was like 97, which again for regular humans would be great. For superhumans like Green is not great. Yeah, Jackfish, first 5 under. In the first one, I like it. This one, I'm not so sure. Then totals get really low. It's 3.5. I don't think I'm going to go under 3.5. I'm more always leaning towards over 3.5. I like the Skeens price. I think he's been the carrying tool. I think the Pittsburgh offense is probably as good as Cincinnati. Maybe Cincinnati's a little bit better, but Pittsburgh has the better bullpen. And again, Green just has the struggles. We saw this happen with Hunter Brown. Elite pitcher, having trouble getting right, takes a little bit. He went out, hung out, he's hanging out with the wang out, stick out with the dick out, rock out with the cock out. This shit happens. So, yes, I eventually believe Green is okay. But, man, I just worry a little bit, right? That maybe there's still something wrong. You know what I mean? You're almost kind of resetting. Again, just 21 innings. We're not really at that, spring training mark, right? Once a guy's at, with Cole, it was 30-something. Hunter Brown, is that fucker pitching today, Hunter Brown? Hunter Brown is pitching today. He had to get into the 40s before he kind of hit the groove. So I think that's what I'm getting. Maybe the fruit on the vine is not quite ripe yet with Hunter Green. If you're not buying that, again, the obvious play feels like it would be to an under. Pirates are striking out too much. The Reds are striking out too much. You could see how this one is, 1-zip in the 7th. But we've seen Skeens get tagged from time to time. And again, if Hunter Green is going to keep up a 7 ERA, you're not going to be able to keep this one under 7.5. Last point, Cincinnati does have the emoji, and it's fucked. So this was the cherry on top for me to pull the trigger on Pittsburgh. Pagan, 2 of 3. So Pagan, Antone, Burke, Ferguson, Pierce Johnson, and Julian Garcia, all 2 of 3. Reds bullpen not very good in the first place. So give me the Buccos to get it home today, baby. Next up, I think it's Brian Keller. The Phillies are being a little tentative with the call out. Yeah, Jackfish, yeah. Cubs, Yanks, I like that F5 under for sure. Jeff, doesn't work for me, brother. Said under 9.5 minus 120, Cubs, Yanks. Oh, listen, also a nice shout out. I don't get anything. They don't fucking pay me. They're not a sponsor. I've been just trying to push people to my bookie because they have the best prices and we get some free roll shit, whatever. But they have the best prices and I'm getting ready for NFL. They have alt reception ladders. And again, I'm very, very fair and honest. The prices aren't as good as Bet365. I'm not in a Bet365 state. Sometimes I can get my fucking fat ass over the bridge to Jersey really quick, which is so stupid. It's legal there, but not here. I can see where it's legal, but not here. My bookie is right behind them, though. Significantly better than any of the rec books. FanDuel and DraftKings. They tax you, and then they fucking tax you, if you know what I'm saying. So I've been trying to get people over to my bookie. Jeff said he found the U9.5 minus 120 there. They have really good pricing there. And yeah, dude, that is one of the few places where you pay the fucking juice. That extra run is a huge, huge deal. And remember, big favorite at home shouldn't be getting the 9th frame. Back to Phillies. I think it's going to be Keller, but I'm not sure. Phillies on the road as right around even money dogs to face Brandon Forever Young and the Orioles. They're minus 126. I mean, I was curious if Schwarber still had the shits. You know what I mean? He missed a couple games. I'm not, for whatever reason, baseball data has been a little bit slow lately. And hold on, I'm looking. Look, Thursdays. Oh, okay, it's not up because they didn't play. So Philly was off. We don't know if Schwarber, who missed 2 games with a fucking tummy ache, is going to be playing. He obviously makes a big difference. I think either way, Baltimore gets it done. I think Young's been pretty good lately. And I'm not to chase the ERA. The ground baller that keeps him in the yard. I think that's really important against the Phillies, whose offense has really been unimpressive. Flip over to Phillies. Phillies be righties. We're just shy of 250 plate appearances. I mean, it's terrible. They're batting .218, bottom 3rd in extra base hits, just a .277 OBP, because they have a 23.5 K minus BB as an offense, 14 swing and strike, 35 chase, 47 ground ball. That dog don't hunt player. And the Orioles offense has not been much better, but I also think we maybe have them nabbed in the bullpen right now Orioles, I don't know what the fuck happened with Kittredge. He's like back to looking like a good starter. Jeff says, I'll vouch for my bookie too. Funny thing I'm noticing is with it up, I can't do the highlighting thing. I guess I like the rolling thing. That way I can keep my attention keep my eye on the ball. Yeah, I like Baltimore. And I also think with Keller unlisted, if it's not Keller, this price only moves in our direction. That was what I wanted to get at. If they decide an opener or a bulk game or a bullpen game, I don't know. Shit is so fucking wonky nowadays. Yeah, give me Brandon Forever Young. Keep it rolling with the O's, man. Next up, Kyle Lee and the Cardinals. They're pretty heavy dogs on the road north of the border. He's doing stop, cease, and desist, who's working on like a Cy Young campaign right now. This is a little bit of a kick in the ass. If you'll notice, the first gray column where the show picks normally are says saw show picks because I was on with Kyle. Josh, good morning, man. How you doing? I was on with Kyle and Toasty last night. I fucking love those guys, man. It's better than this show, I think. Damn it, Fuck. It is better than this show. But they need sound effects, though. They need the soundboard. He needs 300 sound effects. But the reason I leave up my picks from that show is a constant reminder for everybody every Friday about being early. Okay? This game wasn't 8, and I'm on the show ranting and raving about how that could not be. And a half an hour later, the fucking thing is 7.5. You wake up, it's a hard 7.5. Prayers up, bro. Pray for you and your family, man. I'm very sorry for your loss. That's fucking devastating. Are they up for you? And when you're down, does your crew roll out for you? Some people just love the misery of fucking. I don't like that one bit for the Cardinals. I don't like that. I'm just a little scary. That bullpen's been a little fugazi in the first place. So probably without Brian, probably without Soriano, it makes that half a run pretty determinative. I don't think I want to go under the 7.5 here. God damn, man. Eric Fetty Wap on the bump for the Pale Hose. They're plus 130 dog on the road to face Nicky Martinez and the Flat fucking Fish of Florida. Kyle was talking about Tampa bullpen last night. Baker and Clevenger and Legomino all back-to-back. Kelly and Kimbrell and Matz 2 of 3. They're going to be hanging by a thread. Now, Martinez has been fantastic, and this is like attack of the boomers, you know what I'm saying? Where there's definitely somebody over the age of 50 that's like, he's got a 245 ERA and a 110 whip. What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you worried at all about Martinez? I am worried about Martinez. And if you saw when I opened up the page to the Algo tab, I'm just over the, oh, you motherfucker, we got stung on this one also. Oh, you son of a bitch, man. I was firmly over the 8. I was getting a little bit of a pushback from my boys last night. It looks like the market at least agreed with me because now we're at 8.5. Though you might still find the juiced 8 because the 8.5 is even money. But another kick in the fucking pants, man. Another, Lloyd, good morning to you, sir. Another testament to one. I am very proud of the modeling that we do here. I really am very proud. But also to being early. This shit matters more than anything. Because it's almost like the difference in pricing that happens overnight gets baked into a bad model. Like you are better off with a bad model the night before than a good model morning of. Word up, Jeff. For real. Like, I think people would probably agree with that, right? So, like, what's telling me? I have a version of the model at night. I don't put it out. Things are incomplete. I don't have real-time bullpen data. Kyle gets real-time bullpen data. I don't have that. The weather shit is funky. So there are slight adjustments to make. I don't want to mislead anybody. But, man, if I put, like, a giant fucking disclaimer on it, then like, you get what you get and you don't get upset. But the totals, man, in particular, the totals have really been something. Josh, I can't. I just can't just focus on the show, man, with this shit going on. Yeah, dude, that's like the thing that kills me the most. Worry about my daughter more than myself. I mean, it sounds like you're like me, right? We are simpatico, and you're probably that way anyway. So yeah, when the chips are down, oh God, I don't want any of this to come out wrong. You know what you have to fucking do, and it ain't bottle. It ain't bottle it. It's just understand when it's time to open the pressure valve, right? But make sure you open the fucking pressure valve, people. When pressure builds up, emotions build up. You can't be bottling shit. Clearest pathway to self-destruction. Trust me, I fucking know. My weight is a testament, brother. But in front of them, putting up an act, ain't nothing wrong with that kid. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's okay for them to see weakness, but right, you gotta fucking lead the way. You gotta lead the way. Peace through fucking strength, kid. Strength and honor to you. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's another one. But we're ahead of the fucking market with these damn totals, and that's been the big thing. Jansen Junk Ball are on the bump for the Miami Marlins. They're plus 109 dogs on the road against Freddie Peralta and the Let's Go Mets go. I got another over here. I know after all the unders yesterday, I don't count that. But I guess I'm looking for a bounce back and some scoring today. I don't trust Junk. I don't trust Peralta, especially as we're hitting summer months. I mean, the ERAs, the whips are all too high. Neither one of them gets called stuff over. Neither one of them induces chases. They're both up in the zone. I guess they've been a little bit unlucky. Maybe Peralta in particular. But, I mean, it's the function of his style. 53% use on the four-seamer is going to end up with home runs, especially when it's a bad four-seamer. I was talking about this briefly last night. Peralta's just in line for a adjustment. We saw Luis Castillo go through this. When you start to lose a little juice on the Jusio, you gotta switch it up. Switch it up. So until the Mets start to throttle that four-seam use, I think you go after Peralta. He struggled against lefties a little bit, right? Too many home runs to lefties. He's going to have to get Cohen on. He's going to have to fucking get Stowers. I think Peralta is after the A. And Junk is not any better. I can't bet on the Marlins. 109 is not nearly enticing enough for a guy with a 6.30 road ERA, 5.25 last 30. So it's almost like I don't necessarily care what the offenses are doing. Neither one has been great, but they're both doing enough, hitting home runs. They're both striking out. So what? Maybe Peralta gets his Ks. It's not really Junk's game. Marlins bullpen in particular has been ass. So if we're expecting home runs plus at least one really, rank kind of bullpen, I'm pretty firmly over the 8.5 here. Next up, Mitch spoiled brat on the bump for the Snakes with shapes on their back. It's going to be hot as shit in Forest City to face the Guardian and Tanner Bybee on the bump for Cleatown. Minus 136. This one fucking kicked ass also yesterday. Shit. I was all over Cleveland, minus 125. It ended up moving to minus 135, where I still like it, but not as much because Arizona hits. I have one eye on the fucking chat, man. I care entirely way more about what's going on in the chat than I do about the analysis right now, and that's what happens. I'm a sappy dude, man. I really do fucking care. I really do care. I really do. I really care about each and every one of you guys. We're in this together, So I think Brat, who is supposed to be good at some point, has had a track record of success in the minors. He's very young also. He's only like 23. Let's not write him off. However, right, but. When you're going to be sitting below 92, you have to show me something first. Because a lot of the tricks that may work in the minors can tend to disappear in the majors. And again, low velo. He's also displaying a lot of bad control, which is a little bit weird because he's been an elite. Mitch Pratt has been an elite command control guy coming up. What I worry for is he was getting guys to reach on pitches that are not major league ready, right? You come up, you start to throw. Oh, this is where I, throw the bendy stuff, and the hitters spit on it. Nope. And you go, fuck. That would always get you a chase and a strike. And now it's a ball and you're behind and you have to get cute. I think Bratt may need a little bit more seasoning. Just saying. Where Bybee, there's a negative regression case for the 389 ERA. We love the low whip because, he's a strike thrower. Good CSW, gets ahead, does enough to keep it down. I feel like he's been a little bit unlucky to have these 20 home runs on the ledger already. Like the fly balls, everything is just, again, it's not terrible. I'm not saying you should have no home runs. It just, nothing's like really jumping, especially he's hard to get in front of and pull. The last 30 days, bit of a mixed bag. So you can see why my confidence was waning a little bit as the price was moving. I have it up on the board. Arizona's hitting right now. You just can't look past the superstars at the top of that order. You can't do that. That's fucked up, man. Guardians have hit a little bit, not quite enough. We love having DeLauder and J-Ram in there. But I don't think you could say the Guardians are a better offense than Arizona. They're not. And if you have worries about the home runs for Bybee, which is understandable, I don't know, you could get yourself into a bullpen game. If that's the case on the Cleveland side, you're probably good. If you're backing Arizona, you could be in a lot of trouble. I have this one literally totaled right at 8.5. Could finish 5-4, but I don't really have the confidence. Cleveland might end up in a maybe like a DDP somewhere, right? Like I want to get exposure, but I don't want to fucking bet the house. I just want I just want a little slice of that ash. You know what I mean? Next up, Winged Lion forced the Griffin on the bump for the Nacionals. They're even money on the road against Bryce the Elder and the Bravos. It's going to be hot as fuck in the dirty. And the Braves had the bullpen emoji. Iglesias back-to-back, Lee back-to-back, Medeiros back-to-back. The Nationals should be a favorite in this game. The book's kind of... Yeah, agree. Well, Josh, you nailed that, bro. That, man, was toughest, one of the toughest things in my life, man. I was very close to my grandfather growing up, and losing him, oh, man, it was devastating. Devastating. But when someone you truly love is suffering, you almost feel selfish wanting to keep them, right? And I don't want to speak for you. I'm only speaking for myself. But trust me, I would never say, oh, you're never glad the person goes. That's absurd. But when someone's hurting, you do understand. And fucking rough shit, man. So, and that's just not getting the respect that they should. Griffin's been fucking awesome, yo. He's been awesome. And Elder is getting served that negative aggression we were looking for early in the year. He doesn't have the put away stuff. He's been missing more than ever. Zone contact up over 91 for Bryce Elder. He's given up 18 homers himself. I think we have the pitching edge. I think we have the hitting edge. And if you're giving me Iglesias and Dodd-free Atlanta pen, I'm not sure. I think you got to take this one. I'm definitely going to bet. You got to get on the plus money for the Nats. Again, they really could be a favorite. Next up, Nasty Nate Eovaldi and his Naughty Jungle of Love, plus 108. Slight dog on the road to face Good Grief Hunter Brown and the Stros. This one actually flipped this morning. I had Texas close early on, like last night. Maybe I slightly had him, sorry. But it was very, very close. Like as close as this is. So, it was not like there's these major swings. But if you see what happened, the model is throwing its hand up in the air with the bullpen stuff here. Texas bullpen last 42 and 2/3, ERA north of 6, whip north of 1.5, batting average bordering on 290. Meanwhile, the Stros, the second they got Hader back, have been fucking ridiculous, and they're in a good spot. So you could see I have like a flip Yeah, right. Technically, you have the Rangers ahead through 5, though it's an essential tie. I do have the Astros outlasting them. And, oh, man, maybe this fits with the other 130 that I didn't have confidence in Cleveland. Tough to bet into Evaldi. He's been excellent, right? The Evaldi stuff is great. Forget the 4 ERA. Who gives a shit? The indicators are very strong. The disciplinary stuff is incredibly strong. I mean, he gets up, he gets ahead, he's filling the fucking zone. He wins in zone. He gets swings and misses. He can get you to chase. He can keep the ball down. I mean, Evaldi, very, very good. The problem's always been the misses with the 4-seamers end up in the 6th row. He's given up 22 home runs already. That 1-6 home run. A little bit worrisome, considering the expectations. So that's fully in play. Again, it's been to lefties, and last I checked, Yordan Alvarez is going to be sitting there waiting. What do you think about the offenses? I'm not sure. Texas has been hitting. I started out just half fucking joking about Wyatt Langford being like the rising tide that lifts all ships, because his on-off splits are ridiculous. He's my guy, by the way. That's part of the gag. I'm a huge Wyatt Langford guy. That was my fucking boy. And, I've got some teams that are going to get ready to make some fucking massive noise in the playoffs, I'm hoping, because these are all the guys I front-loaded are the guys kicking ass. When I tell you I'm killing best ball right now, I'm like trying to hold on to the fucking ship. We start the playoffs on the 9th, and then it's in somebody else's hands. But there were drafts we were starting with, Wood and Yordan, and then following with Wyatt, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm fucking killing it right now. Josh said, wow, F3 U2.5. That's a pretty true. Jeff L says, is my Bryce Elder Cy Young ticket is dead? Yes, he's dead. It is. Yes, he's dead. Now, hold on to that point, and we joke. Jeff, I appreciate you having a good sense of humor. There are like shows and play, this bitch and everything is rigged and everyone's fucking sucks. Listen, we're going to win, we're going to lose. However, this is something I was thinking about. And I didn't really have the experience in prediction markets. And again, I have so much other work going on. But I think when it comes to futures plays, I think we should be exclusively betting futures on prediction markets, because it's a live bet, right? You put me in a rough spot with Bryce Elder, bro. He kind of sucks. but okay, aside, guys that are in it, like let's say you lose in close, or let's say you made a long shot bet that competes, but it becomes inevitable that it's going to fall short. You can profit on that in prediction markets, where in betting it's binary. They're not going to offer you a cash out once there really is no chance. Prediction markets don't work that way, and there will be movement, and you could preset it to get out at a certain level in either direction. Just another way to skin the cat without scratching his asshole, looking at a futures ticket that I had and thinking I wonder what this is worth in prediction markets, because I'd probably like to get out if it was at this value. And that's a very interesting thing that they offer. So everybody keep that in mind, how the live lines and moving prices could be used to our advantage. Again, futures are on the fucking board for 6 months, so you can expect movement. I was trying to do it with MLB games. It's really fucking difficult. If you knew what I was trying to do, if you knew what I was doing with now, you'd fucking laugh at me. Yeah, thanks, Jay Rankin. It's the truth, though, right? I think you're picking it up. Oh, we're going into fucking NFL season, dude. Bet all the fucking good quarterbacks for MVP. I think I'm gonna play with this a little bit. I've been so fucking busy. Summertime here is crazy. The MLB NFL overlap, but why can't bet fucking Herbert, bet fucking Jaden Daniels, bet all the fucking elite ceiling quarterbacks as fucking MVP? There's a chance they're all profitable. It's almost embarrassing to admit, but it's legal. It's all above board. I've been working with a friend of mine on the CLV capture program I was talking about with MLB. Remember, when I talk about something, I ain't not full of shit. I don't sell snake oil or fucking dreams. I sometimes will spitball and brainstorm in public and things don't work out. In MLB, we weren't able to capture CLV often enough at a high enough rate to make it worth it. Again, it's like I talk about with the over and unders. You get in front of a total, the fucking price moves. Do you really want to clear it at a 15% profit, let's say, after fees, or 20% profit? If you're only going to get a couple of those a week, I mean, you want to bet it. You're in front of a live, very sharp market. We should let that roll. It's not to be me overly like risky. No, not ever. But we're sports betting, and you're in front of an MLB line by half a run. You have to let that go. We've been betting on weather modeling. This probably works for all the major cities. I've been using New York City because I know that weather thing can't be like manipulated. You've seen the guy with the fucking hair dryer, whatever. Again, I it's been crazy using public models, which are very, very good. Getting in early, right? So there's a lot of overlap the shit that we do here. So, like, if you wanted to bet 2 days weather, you missed the boat. Shortly, they're going to post tomorrow's. I use dude, it's the most low IQ fucking shit ever. A few different public models looking for consensus, and the pricing is just off at the open. It's what it is. I mean, I hit a 3Xer 2 days ago. I hit a 4Xer yesterday. The days that I've missed, I've been able to scratch them out. Another day, we actually had 2 plays, woke up in the morning. They were both up 25% the next morning. Just you play, it's a 2-degree band, highest degree in the city. Anyway, this is a baseball betting show, not a fucking weather betting show. But yeah, it's the same ideas. And again, we're about profitability. It'll be good if baseball, we have no baseball season. We might make more money in softer markets using all the sharp tools that we fucking have. Caleb says, oh, Josh Allen. I saw Lamar Jackson. I saw Pat Mahomes. I'm very worried about Pat Mahomes. I think whatever. I do this on a football show. I think the Chiefs are going to change stylistically. I think they telegraphed that with Ken Walker. He's got the lower leg injury. I don't think they have good pass catching weapons. I'm a little bearish. Not saying on the Chiefs, but on Mahomes having to throw for 5,000 yards. I just don't think that's going to happen. It's all right. We're gonna bet on Houston for the wits, man. And moving on. Next up, Michael Waka Flocka on the bump for the Royals with cheese. They're on the road, -110 both ways to face Tomoyuki Sugano and the Rocks. They're at home. I don't know. The total's 11. I'm tired of doing the same fucking breakdown all the time. But here it goes. If the total is 11.5, by definition, you need 12 runs. However, that total is also juiced. What does that mean? You're paying juice for an absolute metric fucking ton of things to happen. Think about what the box score looks like with a 12 fucking total. There's runs and hits and fucking ribs everywhere. So for me, it's been much more simple and intuitive to just, play these parlay pick a pack a prop a prize pick parlay props. Pick them, pack them, pop them. And I think that's how you do it. I talk about drafters fantasy only because I like that they don't, excuse me one second, they don't tax the plays. They don't tax their plays, but you have to read very carefully with underdog and prize picks, 0.6x, 0.8x. You have to do calculations where drafters, I also love their best ball product. I wish they would fucking sponsor us. They have a $15 NFL best ball tournament with $250K up top. That's roto, no playoff, stupid luck, trying to memorize week 17 correlations. I think that's fucking stupid. Draft the best team, 17 weeks. There's also a weekly winner element. They didn't like the fact that people do best ball teams and don't check the website. Now you can check every week, 5K up top. They're the best team every week. So drafters, excuse me one more time. If anything, I'm very good about not coughing in people's fucking ears. I really try and mitigate all that stuff. Drafters has a pick'em lobby. It's a little bit limited, but that's because they do these straight multipliers. Any 4 picks is a 10 pop. So I would much rather, right? Let's assume you were going to bet a unit, which is funny because even at a unit, you're not even getting back a unit because it's a -110 play. With a 4-pick 10-fold payout, you could make 10 different parlays with the same exact outcome, but you also leave yourself open to kind of clearing the table. Josh says Colorado TT 3.5. That's a good bet. Yo, Jeff, you and I, dude, you and I are becoming like, we're fucking mind melding. We have to be careful, man. That's a good bet, sir. That's a good bet, sir. I looked at Jeff's answer was, that's a good bet, sir. Yeah, no shit. Do me a solid, guys. I hate being a pain in the ass. I love to see the pricing with this stuff before I'm like, oh, do we want, right? I can't, I like the idea of it. Is it minus 160? Then maybe not. You know, obviously we're all about pricing always. So I wanted to bring up the draft of stuff really quick. Hold on, I got it here. You can stop looking at my fucking ugly face. Hunter Goodman, 2 bases or a run. Karros, run or a single. Moniak, 2 bases, run single. Rumfield, run single. McCarthy, 2 bases. I mean, it's a quite decent. It's not bad. Castro, 2 hit and run ribby. He's on my sheet for that. Like, that's a hit for me. You could also get a 3 pop on 2 of them. And that's another way to skin the cat. Wait, so a 3 pop on 2 picks. Oh, so this makes sense also. Sorry about the face again. Faccia brutta. So they pay a 3 pop on 2 picks. Let's see if anybody immediately get to the answer here. You in the back, Jason, waving his hand like a fucking maniac. Ooh, I know. Instead of making 10 parlays, although there are a lot of options, maybe we could focus in more on players we really do like. Pick 3 of them and run 3 2-player round robins, right? A plus B, B plus C, A plus C. And you would put a third of a unit. Again, the nuance and context just drips out of your fucking face holes when you rock with us. I hate when people talk about process, but don't actually give it to you, man. I mean, this is why the show is worth it. Hopefully, you know, you can find it in your hearts to support good people doing good work. $2 a week. And that's even cheaper. You get the last month for free. I feel bad kind of charging people for February, although I do work on something every day. You know, there's no MLB or NFL. But you could play a 3-player, right, 2-pick round robin for the same cost as that over, with the possibility of going nuts on that bitch. You know what I mean? Where you bet over 11.5, 19 fucking runs to score. What do you get? You got so get a fucking win. That's it. Regular win, which are great. But I just, being in the hit run ribby streets is what's warping my fragile little mind. Next up is don't mess with the Drohan on the bump with the Cheesemakers. Fucking Brewers, man. We bet Drohan the last time he was supposed to be out there. He gets scratched. You don't get, pushed on that shit anymore. Oh, Sauce's favorite pitcher, Sugano. The Rockies win when he's pitching. Yeah. Yo, Jeff, I really do appreciate that, man. But that's my goal is to teach, man, to teach people. And, sometimes it's real shit. Sometimes it's analytics. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes it's about, butt stuff. You know what I mean? All right, so Drohan's on the bump for the Cheesemakers. They're minus 170 favorites on the road against Ryan Johnson and the Angels. And I could go under the hood because, I'm getting ready to just totally dismiss Ryan Johnson. There was something I really liked. I don't know. Guys get roles for injuries instead of, earning it by shoving. I don't know, he was like a top 75 pick. He's only 23. So we may get some love. But, man, he's just been terrible in the little bit that we've seen from him. This is Ryan Johnson. Tops out at 92. I don't love it. Cutter, sinker, split, and sweeper. Listen, he gets whiffs on the cutter. He gets whiffs on the split and the sweeper. The split especially looks like a pretty filthy pitch, but that sinker is really poor. I don't think he knows how to get ahead. He needs a foundational pitch. That's the issue here. So I don't know. And as always, this has been like a running theme. You just can't trust the Angels to maximize pitching output. They're such a hot ass. I hate the Angels. They don't do dick. The Astros literally showed you how to fix Kikuchi. They're like, oh, let's bring him in and do something totally different and have it go back to being a shitbag. So I think Johnson might suck. I'm not sure if he sucks, but he might suck. Unless they change something, he's going to suck for the time being. Maybe we'll buy back in next year. Don't mess with the Drohan is really good. I was not complaining. I was kind of banging the drum to all my nerdy fantasy friends about I thought Drohan was a really big piece in the Harrison deal, that he was going to get impactful innings and make the most of them. That has kind of come to fruition. He's been really good. Milwaukee, clearly the better team. I think it's Milwaukee with the win and the cover. Last piece on that, the fucking cover is negative. It's minus 105. I don't think I'm doing that. What I think I'm going to do, let's see if I can segue this properly, because again, Milwaukee, the offense is it's a little fugazi. It is. They very much feel all or none because they're overly passive with too many ground balls. I do think they have the bullpen edge, even though the spreadsheet would tell you no. I don't know if I'm buying the Angels stuff right now. They've kind of stuck it in me both ways. I faded them. They pitch well. I needed them to pitch well, and they fucking blow it. Oh, never mind the Colorado TT we mentioned before. It's minus 265. That is pretty heavy. Jeff says, if you're not learning about big wet shaking bots, are you really learning? I would contest. No, you are not, my friend. So this was Toast's and Kyle's concern last night was, yeah, we like Milwaukee to win. Now Kyle is the type, again, this is why he's a different kind of sharp than me, which is like actually sharp, like me, I'm fake sharp, where he'll bet a minus 170 depending on the numbers. I don't give a shit. I won't do it. I gave my little spiel about pairing favorites, and that's where I would go with this. Rather than pay extra for the Milwaukee stuff, because I don't think that fits in the blend bet. I think you need plus money for the blend bet. There you go, donkey style. You take Milwaukee and you combine it with the next team. The Padres, Tigers on the road, Casey Mize against Jeffrey Poland Springs. It's going to be 3 million degrees in Sacramento today, but I'm not really worried. Detroit making some exciting moves. Max Clark got called up today. How Yu Lee is getting lots of playing time. He's fucking feasting on lefties. We like him a lot today. Dingler's feasting on lefties all season. We like him a lot today. And they have it's Eduardo Valencia, I believe. Eduardo Valencia. They just called him up. Also wrote him up in The Athletic yesterday. That is out today. He crushed lefties also. He hit the ground running, hit up. He's a big-time power bat. That can be an issue when those guys get called up, of course. Like, we know that, right? But he's hit the ground running. So those guys are at least exciting in small samples. I think Detroit is going to rock them today. Rock them, sock them, fucking kill them. Detroit team totals 5.5 minus 135. I'd rather just combine the money lines. Again, this one too, I'm sure you're paying juice. Also the same minus 105. To me, that's like a whack bet. I'd rather, again, lower the risk, pair Detroit and Milwaukee. It's like a plus 160. Hopefully get it. Laugh about how easy it was and just go about my fucking. Next up, Carson Wizard. I'm not even sure. I think it's Carson Wizard on the road for the Gigantes. Plus 130 on the road. I had Marquez. I think he's going to bulk. Sounds like they're going to go with Bradley Rodriguez, who I thought pitched just yesterday, which I guess doesn't matter. But it just feels a little weird to have like a guy finish a game and then start another one. I guess it's all good as long as the rest of his stuff's in place. Yeah, he pitched 2 of 3. He had the day off yesterday. This is Rodriguez. He threw 9 pitches Wednesday. So, yeah, I guess it's going to be him. Vasquez is burned out. He threw 65 pitches yesterday. And Peralta, who's also done a little bit of, the slight bulk work, is back-to-back. Kyle Hart was off yesterday, but went 37 the day before. I think you're going to get Marquez. I think San Francisco can win this one. I ended up on the over because, again, I don't really trust Wisenhunt just yet. I added him in fantasy to be just to be transparent, but I'm not starting him. This is how I try and win in fantasy: is have really good pitchers that I start, and then speculate on guys while they're cheap and they suck. Ryan Johnson was one of those guys that didn't work, but Wisenhunt, I'm hoping will be. You will be. You will be. If Wisenhunt goes out and shoves, I would not be surprised at all. But it's hard to ask for things that never have happened to happen like in spades when this total of 8.5 just feels like a little bit short. San Diego's been hitting lately. You're even getting a little bit of love against lefties. And the Giants offense is showing a little bit of love. They're hitting home runs at least. What's L7s look like? Yeah, both really hitting well. I had a feeling the Giants were there. They've been kind of streaky. I try and make mental notes of the teams you don't want to wait too long on. Again, not to be like, jump on small samples. But it's like, they're super talented. They're hitting. We could get on board because if you wait too long, it's going to burn out. We don't believe in it, to fucking sustain. So, yeah, I'm over and then just kind of moving on. Next up, oh, man, we kind of had this one. I still have Yamamoto up. I'm sorry, people. This should say bullpen. My apologies. Dodgers moved away from Yamamoto. And I was talking about this last night. I think Kyle hit it. I hope he did, man. This was like Yamamoto was unlisted, but Suarez was listed. So Suarez was listed at plus 130, and it was simple as, I think I like Suarez plus 130 even with Yamamoto on the bump. If there's a chance he's not pitching, I said this is going to slam towards even money. If not, and it's slammed towards even money. So, these things happen. Chalk another one up for the good guys. The public just can't seem to get over their obsession with the Dodgers. I see Boston does have the emoji. Chapman back-to-back 3 or 4. He's unavailable. But the rest of the bullpen's intact. And Suarez notoriously can go deep. And while the Dodgers are good, they can be beaten. Can be beat. Won't be beat. Can't be beat. But they can be beat. And Boston's been fun also. Like, they're showing life. I don't think Ranger Suarez should be even money in a bullpen game. I think that's the part I'm not buying. Anytime you bet against the Dodgers, you bet against the Yankees, and they score, you feel like a jerk. Also, funny, this didn't end up on the bullpen report. I wonder if it was like a late update or something. Dodgers, Edwin Diaz, he's back-to-back. Scott, he's back-to-back. I don't think you're going to see. I'm surprised you got Diaz back-to-back off the IL, man. To me, that's a little risky. I guess they were really confident how he felt. And Vessia's pitched 2 of 3. I don't know how you don't like Boston. You got to bet Boston today. Boston's like a must. Here, let me put that on the show sheet. Let's change this to Boston ML. I saw a plus 103, but you should always be looking for the best price. All right, last but not least, thank you for picking up what I'm putting down here at Corked Stats. Please press the like button or subscribe if you can find it in your heart. Support good people doing good work. Help me keep the fucking lights on. I legit put every fucking dollar back into this operation, man. It's becoming personal for me. It's becoming personal for me. I get so fucking triggered when I see who is popular in the MLB betting space. Again, it's very niche. There isn't a lot of us. Caleb says bastard. Yeah, big bastard. Red laundry for the dub. I get triggered. And it's funny, like, there's people that would think online, like, oh, you're a hater. Yeah, I'm a fucking hater. Yeah, I'm a fucking hater. Hey. Yeah, I'm a fucking hater. Of course I'm a fucking hater. Fuck that. Of course I'm a fucking hater. We do better work than they do. They're sucking up all the fucking popularity. They're getting fucking paid. They're getting the motion. They're getting the fucking love. Of course I'm a fucking hater. Why wouldn't I be a fucking hater? Like a duh. Come on. It's so ridiculous. It's so funny. Yeah, like, so I'm proudly hating on the Filter Queen and the Chief Jiggling Officer and the fucking Lloyd Christmas haircut and the fucking Bucket Fools. Like, of course I fucking am. All of them. Who, you tell me who is fucking sharp out there? Who are the MLB sharps out there? They're not, because being sharp at MLB is very difficult. It takes an insane amount of work and a crazy fucking fucked up personality, right? Borderline fringe lunatic. Check. And then once you can establish any kind of even 1-2% edge, which, by the way, somehow I give away the model, right? And I give it away, but it's on the screen and people pay for it. I give away the show. And we're still at 1% ROI after the worst betting day of the year. I mean, it's a testament to how good this shit is. But normal people would not be giving this away. This is me and you, right? The Corked Stats group, trying to fucking go at the fucking throat, the absolute throat of big baseball, big baseball betting or whatever. Such a fucking joke. They purposely hire fucking clowns that are there to mislead you. The fucking Tits McGee, leather fucking with her fucking leathery fucking hammers bouncing around everywhere. Fucking bullshit. The fucking Filter Queen. Oh my God, I can't. It's so fucking aggravating. It really is. It's so fucking aggravating. And then you realize that, that's on purpose, right? There is a reason I'm not going to get pushed to the fore. Do you think DraftKings wants me to start teaching people about blend betting? Or do you think they'd rather have Kevin Hart on the fucking couch? I just fucking want to bet. He's a professional pretender. Like, that's what he does. We live in a fucked up world, man. We live in a fucked up world. But again, the people that are stupid enough to fall for that, They get what they fucking deserve. And we actually need them a little bit because we need, they provide softness in the market. USMC, hate on them, John. Even if you didn't have a better product, which you do, I promise you're not the genuine good person. You're, shout you at me and salute you, my man. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm a good dude now. I was kind of a jerk off when I was little. I'm trying to make up. I always kid, and a lot of dirt under these fingernails, man. A lot of dirt under these fingernails. I'm spending, I'm spending my back nine doing the best I can, to be outward, to be positive, to really set a shining example in my real life for people. You could do it. You don't have to be miserable and unhappy. You could be happy too, even if you're fat and ugly like me. My boy, Zebby Matthews, he's on the bump for the Twinks, plus 158 on the road against Bryce Miller, like the man, minus 193 with good reason, of course. This was interesting because this game, and again, it just goes to show you how weird or, pricing is, why it's important to shop around, but why you also have a hard time making blanket statements. I know people want them sometimes. Should I bet the money line or should I bet the run line when the model is this? I don't know. What the fuck are you asking me for? The fucking differences are not standard. Today is a perfect example. Okay, here, check this out. Perfect example. Seattle is minus 160. I'm sorry, Detroit minus 160. The run line is minus 105. What was the other one? We had another one too, right? Brewers minus 170. Run line minus 105. Mariners is what? Because they're at home? The Twins are the worst team in this whole conversation. Their money line is minus 170, higher, right? More expensive. And the run line is plus 125. If you're making the argument to me, those 35 cents are baked into the home team, okay. Yeah, Simp's going simp, Jeff, of course. The Simp's going to simp. Of course, that's exactly it. And we get it. We get it. But I got tits too. What the fuck? I get nipples. You want to fucking milk me? Word.
This is Sparta!
Let's fucking go. You fucking scoundrels. I love you bastards, yo. I really do. Oh, my. Where else can you get this? Come on. It's fucking crazy around here. You get it when we're fitting around here. Can't lose with the tools we use, bro. All right, everybody, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for picking up what I'm putting down here at Corked Stats. Check out the football stuff. It's hot and heavy. I haven't done a video in a couple of days because I did the bonus. I did an extra episode with Kyle, and my voice is hanging on by a fucking thread, man. Seriously, I'm doing a Sinogator and a nebulizer with Flonase, hot tea, hot shower, just trying to – then I go fucking collapse with my dog on the floor. So, all right, that'll do it. Ranking, no, thank you, man. I do appreciate it. And, just back to the realness. Josh, freaking love you, man. And I'm weirdly touched, that in a kind of a desperate time, if you see me and this fucking motley crew of fucking wildlings, as a source of entertainment or a bright light or a place for even a smile, trust me, no one's asking you to smile, player. No one's asking you to smile right now. But, reach out. You got to reach out. Reach out. I'll be there. Hit me up for real. I was waiting for that. I didn't see it. I don't think it's in the spam. I even checked my spam folder, look, and I'll check again. You could tag me on Twitter. You could DM me through Substack. You can legaza12 at Gmail. You can fucking email me, dude. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you, please. Everybody send a prayer up, man. I don't want to get all, faithful and religious on people. Everybody has their own way. But I'll be praying, man. I'll be praying for you and your family. I don't pray for things so much as I pray for strength. I pray for clarity. I pray for your focus. Josh, I pray for you to have the strength, the clarity, and the focus to be strong in your darkest time. Couldn't hold on. Thanks, man, for sharing that with us. And hopefully, we're going to put some positive vibes out there for you. So, from all of us here, fucking love you, man. I'm sorry. I'm deeply, deeply sorry. Enjoy the games. Enjoy the day. When we're done with the book, enjoy the pay. Remember, there's a lot more important shit out there. Do something good. Build a bridge. Call a friend. Call your folks, yo. Remember, when you work this hard, winning feels a lot less like luck. Man, I can't even get through it. Have a great weekend, everybody.